just got back from my walk and I decided that I was going to jump on and do a quick live and just give messages if there are people out there. Today it's a Saturday, so I hope you're all doing well and you're having a lovely Saturday. Welcome to this live today. I'm going to be here for just an hour and a half because I do have to sort things out. I'm going to be going to London tomorrow, so I can't stay for too long. But I wanted to jump on anyway because I just felt that I wanted to do a live, and I did mention yesterday that I might do a live today. So I've managed to get it in to do that. So yeah, I'll be here with you for an hour and a half, and let's get some questions answered. Okay, let me just try and get back onto my chat there. Okay, right. So welcome everyone. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start, since I don't have anything in the chat yet, I'm going to start with just doing a general reading for everyone. So we're going to start with an angel message. So what angel message is coming through for everyone? Thank you, angels. What does everyone need to know at this time? So the message coming through for you is from Isaiah. And the message is, it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. So it's a powerful card to come through. You are being guided to really focus on, listening to your intuition, listening to the guidance and inspiration that you are receiving at this time. And whatever it is that you're being guided to do, ideas that you're receiving, it's time to give birth to those ideas. We are now in Aries season. It's about taking action, moving forward and doing things, whatever it is you're being guided to do. So that's the message coming through today. Listen to your guidance. It's a good time for you to birth new ideas and situations in your life. So, and you are being guided as well and being watched over as you do that. So beautiful message coming through. We're also going to get a message as well from the angels. Angel guidance was coming through for everyone at this time. Thank you, angels. What is coming through for everyone? So we've got notice the signs coming through here. So you're being asked to notice the signs that are coming in, the guidance that you are receiving. So those can be signs that are coming in to help you with the things that you're being guided to do, and it says notice the signs. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you are loved and never alone. So if you've been seeing signs coming through, you're being shown here that they are coming from heaven. They are there, and the angels are showing you that you're never alone, and they are helping you every step of the way and guiding you. What are the messages coming through for everyone? Thank you, angels. What are the messages coming through? Put all your trust in the universe. So you're being asked to put your trust in the universe when it comes to all areas of your life. Let go when it comes to your person, your journey, and just put your trust in the universe. Let's get some messages from the crystals as well. Thank you, angels. What messages are coming through for everyone? We've got rainbow obsidian, and the message is to heal your heart. So if you are still in pain because of things that have happened with your person, or, there are things that you need to heal, things of the past, even other relationships, you're being asked to really work on healing your heart. That's the message coming through. And we've got Shangite coming through here as well. Shangite saying, detox your life. So this is a message for you to detox your life. Are there any things, people, situations that are draining your energy, that are heavy, in your life? Detox your life. But this can also be detoxing your life when it comes to things such as technology. If you're always online, you're always doing things, working on your computer, all those things, take time to just detox and take time away from, from being on social media all the time, from technology. That's the message that's coming through. It can also be detoxing your life by decluttering, releasing things, giving away things that maybe you just have but are not really using. So that's the message coming through. It can be about detoxing when it comes to your own body as well. That's the message coming through there. Right, so those are the messages that I'm going to share for everyone at this time. And let's bring in this deck as well. What other messages coming through for everyone? Thank you, angels. What other messages coming through? So we've got here freedom. So again, it's that message. You've got the horse there. And this is about you finding your freedom. We are in the year of the horse, the fire horse at this time. And, horses are all about freedom, freeing yourself from anything holding you back and moving forward towards the life that you're being guided to live. This is about you finding that freedom, detoxing your life of the things that are dragging you down so that you really are free from fear, free from overthinking, free from worry, free from people and situations that are holding you back, and you are free to move forward in your life. So that's the message coming through as well there. But I feel you're also being shown that, the more you are listening to your guidance and freeing yourself from certain things, you are going to find in your life that there is more freedom coming in. So that's what I feel is coming through. And then we'll finish off with this deck as well, messages for everyone. What message is coming through for everyone at this time? So we've got here the summer solstice coming through here. And it says celebration, abundance, vitality. So it's a beautiful card to come through. As you can see, the card is of abundance, things that you are desiring coming in for you as well. So I feel that, you're being shown here that you are moving more towards freedom in your life that's going to open you up to abundance and vitality, feeling good, and having the things that you desire, abundance in all areas of your life, celebration as well. It can be that celebration, because of the things that you've been working towards, everything falling into place. So that's what I feel you are being shown is coming in for you as well in your life. Okay, so let's answer some questions now. So we've got Les. Can I know what Anna Maria intentions towards me? And what messages come through? What are Anna Maria's intentions towards Les? Thank you, angels. Anna Maria's intentions towards Les. So messages coming through. I truly have never forgotten you, no matter how it seems. So Anna Maria is letting you know that she's never forgotten you, no matter how it seems. She's also saying to you, yes, there are obstacles and energies in the way, but our love is stronger. We can and we will make it. So she's saying the two of you will make it. Yes, there may be, things in the way, but such as obstacles and certain energies, but your love is stronger and it will make it. And she's also saying we just never know what is around the corner. Let us trust God to get us where we are meant to be. So this is a message for you to trust God when it comes to your journey. For God to get the two of you where you're truly meant to be in your life. So what else are her intentions? Anna Maria's intentions. Thank you, angels. What are Anna Maria's intentions? So she is saying to you here, you are the reason my heart is still beating. She's also saying, thinking about our lives together makes me feel ecstatic. So her intention is to have a life with you, and thinking about that makes her feel ecstatic. What are the intentions? Thank you, angels. She feels this connection strongly, and she's also saying there's no one else that I would rather be with than you. So, there's no one else you'd rather be with than you, and the intention is to have a life with you. Okay, next we've got Shannon. Thank you for that donation, Shannon. Yes, I did say I might jump on today because tomorrow I'm going to London. I've got a funeral on Monday. So I'm going to be going to London tomorrow, so I wouldn't have had the chance to do a live. I wasn't sure if I would do it today, but here I am. So I'm going to be here for just 1.5 hours, and then I have to come off, but good to see you all. And thank you, Shannon, for that donation. Messages for you. So what messages are coming through? Angel guidance for Shannon at this time. Angel guidance for Shannon. What is coming through for Shannon? So, wow, the card that has jumped out for you is wedding. So that's a beautiful card to come through there. And it says, marriage is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love, dearest one. So what I really feel that this card is showing you is showing you what is coming. You know, if this is something that you are desiring, there is a chance for that to happen for you. And you know, if I don't know if you checked out the reading that I did yesterday, I'm sure it was yesterday, it was all about this, you know, the marriage, wedding coming through there. So I feel you're being shown as well that this is definitely, you know, on the horizon for you. And it's about you continuing to trust and have faith, you know, and I feel you are moving towards doors opening up when it comes to love coming in for you and that wedding as well. So it's a beautiful card to come through from your angels there. So let's see what else the angels want to say to Shannon at this time. What other messages are coming through from the angels? So we've got Opal coming through here, saying to you, your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. So this is a beautiful message to come through. And if I'm not mistaken, you had another card about your children as well recently, whether it was on a members live or, you know, there was something about children as well. So that's being brought in for you again. So your children are being watched over, the children here on earth, children, you know, even or in heaven. So this could be upcoming children, you know, babies, spirit babies, you never know. That's the message that's coming through there. So I feel it's come through for a reason. Okay, what other messages are coming through for Shannon? Thank you, angels. What other messages are coming through for Shannon at this time? What else is coming through for Shannon? So your messages today are, you are a beautiful and amazing divine being. Always remember that and know your worth. So you're being reminded of your beauty and the fact that you are amazing. You are here to live a joyful life. Go for your passions and always do the things that bring joy into your life. So you are being reminded that, you know, part of your purpose for being here on earth is to find joy and to be joyful. So always go for your passions, go for the things that you love and the things that bring you joy in your life. So let's get some a crystal message for you. What's coming through for Shannon? So you've got here hematite, ground yourself. So that's a message for you, maybe to go out in nature. You know, I've just come back from a beautiful walk as well. That was helping me to ground myself. So that's a message coming through for you. So it may be a message for you to go out in nature as well this weekend. To finish off, what other messages coming through for Shannon at this time? So you've got here embracing coming through. And I feel this is about embracing your beautiful life, embracing all the things that are opening up for you, you know, embracing who you truly are as well, loving yourself for who you are, because the other cards that you also got was acceptance. So this is acceptance of the self, acceptance of everything that is going on in your life. You know, these cards really bring in this energy of peace, this energy of being in a place of power, of just really embracing life for the way that it is for you at this time. And I feel that this is where you are in yourself, you know, and accepting everything for the way that it is. And, you know, and that's helping you to find more peace as well in your own life. So let's get a message from your person. What's Shannon's person wanting to say to Shannon at this time? So he's saying to you, the love I feel for you gives me the strength to make the changes that are necessary for us to be together. So, you know, the love that he feels for you is giving him the strength to make the changes that he needs to make. The lyrics from the songs you're drawn to is me communicating how I truly feel. So he's also communicating with you through music, and that's what he's saying. And then what else is Shannon's person wanting to say to Shannon at this time? So he's saying to you, the way I feel about you says it all. I've never stopped loving you. So, you know, even if he may not speak out the way that he feels to you at this time, but the way that he feels about you, it says it all to him. And that is the fact, he's never stopped loving you. And then to finish off, what else is Shannon's person wanting to say to Shannon? So he's saying to you, I deeply desire doing the rest of my life with you, with only you. So you're the only person that he wants to live the rest of his life with. I hope that helps. Thank you so much for that donation. Okay. Yes, yesterday the card was about children, baby makers. Yeah, well, you never know. There's so many ways that, children can come into your life. So angels say, give you these messages for whatever reason. So yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back to the top now. So I've done Les, we've got Kanya, Malapel. What is next for me and Gemini? What is next for Malapel and Gemini? Thank you, angels. What is next for Malapel and Gemini? What is next for Malapel and Gemini? Okay, so we've got the Hermit card coming through here. And what I feel this is showing you is that Gemini currently is going within. I feel that you're also being guided to go within, to really connect inwards, to see what you're being guided to do as well in your own life, to gain clarity about your mission, things that you're being guided to work on, listening to your own guidance about, whatever you're being guided to do, your own creativity, whatever it is. So I feel that you're both being guided to really listen within so that you can be able to do the things that you are meant to be doing in your lives at this time. I feel for Gemini, it is about him working on the self, healing the self so that he can then be able to come to you. For you, you may be getting guidance to do other things. So listen to your guidance. But when it comes to the next thing for the two of you, this is the card of victory, success, being able to have the life that you desire. So I feel you're being shown it will come. What is Gemini wanting to say to Malabel at this time? He's saying to you, I am learning to receive love so I can give you the love you deserve. And that's what I was saying for him, where he is right now. He's going within to learn to receive love, to learn to love himself, so that he can then be able to give you the love that you deserve. So that's what he is saying to you here. And what else is coming through from Gemini? What is he wanting Manapel to know? What else is coming through? So he is also saying to you here, the things that used to matter to me are losing their importance in my life. I want a more meaningful life with you. So, what's next is that he's wanting a more meaningful life with you. This is about him working on the self so that he can then be able to come and be with you. I've got a lot of things wrong in the past and I learned my lessons. Now I am almost ready to come to you and make things right. So he is working on himself so that he can then be able to come to you to make things right. To finish off, what's Gemini wanting to say to Malapel? So he's saying to you, we will have a life together in this lifetime. So what's next for the two of you? A life together in this lifetime. I hope that helps. Messages from L for Nokukanya. What is L wanting to say to Nokukanya at this time? So he's saying to you, you are the one person I know believes in me. So he knows that you are the one person who really does believe in him. What else is he wanting to say to Nokukanya at this time? When we look into each other's eyes, we exchange something deeper, and he's looking into those gorgeous eyes of yours. So, he knows that when you're looking into each other's eyes, you're exchanging something much deeper, and he does miss looking into your eyes. He's also saying, I miss you so much, it hurts. So he is missing you. That's what he's wanting you to know. And then to finish off, what is he wanting to say? We will have a great life together. So, there's a lot of this message coming through from the Divine Masculine, which is kind of like a message for the collective. They want a life with you, and they're saying it will happen. We will have a good life together when the time is right. Okay, so messages for him from Ashwini. What 3D messages are coming through from him for Ashwini? Thank you, angels. So he's saying to you here, the day I met you was the best day of my life. So he's letting you know that the day he met you was the best day of his life. What else is he wanting to say to Ashwini at this time? So he's also saying to you, I'm longing for you. So where he is right now, he is longing for you. And to finish off, what else is he wanting to say to Ashwini? 3D messages. He's saying to you here, it was love at first sight for me when we got together. And I'll always remember the day we met with warmth in my heart. So there's really that message coming through about the day that you met. You know, it meant a lot to him, and it was love at first sight for him. I wish we could just go away together right now. So he wishes that the two of you could just leave everything behind and just go away together. And he's saying, you are my deepest desire. So he's longing for you, and you are his deepest desire. Okay. Right. Where am I? Malabel, Ashwini, Danielle. Hi, Danielle. Do you have any messages for me? Whatever you're being guided to. Let's get some angel messages for Danielle. Thank you, angels. What messages are coming through for Danielle at this time? What messages are coming through for Danielle? So the message coming through for you. So we've got here, what do you desire? And the message is, you now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you are ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. So that's the message coming through for you there, you know, to really decide what it is that you are desiring for your life. Give it out to the universe, and you know, and then let go and trust. That's what I feel the message is saying. We also have giving and receiving that has come out for you there. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. So, you know, it says for optimal health, energy and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. So it's a powerful message coming through here. This is about giving and receiving. So this is about giving to the self. You know, if you are giving out to others so much, you've got to give to the self as well. So it's always about balancing the giving and receiving. Or if someone's giving you something, it's about giving something back. You know, it's one of those of just having it balanced in your life. So I feel that, you know, it can be about, you know, even just giving a smile to someone as well, because you giving that smile is going to give you back, like, you know, that happiness that you've actually made someone else's day by you actually smiling at them. So it's just a message for you to ensure that you are balancing your giving and receiving. And then what other message is coming through for Danielle at this time? So we've got here Celeste coming through for you. And the message is, a happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. So I don't know if you're thinking about moving house or starting a new job or thinking about changing your job, but I feel that there's something coming that's going to be quite a significant shift in your life, that's going to bring in positive energy as well. What else is coming through for Danielle at this time? Thank you, angels. So you've got here Lapis Lazuli, make a decision. So maybe there are some decisions that you need to make, whether it's about your life, about moving or changing a job, whatever it is, you know, make a decision. And then you've got Citrine coming through here saying, bring in the light. So this is a message for you to bring in the light in everything that you're doing, people around you who need it, you know, or just bring in the light. That's the message coming through for you. What other message is coming through for Danielle at this time? So you've got here delight coming through as well here, which is a beautiful card. So I feel that you're being shown things are going to be opening up for you, you know, really sort of enjoying things, you know, enjoying life, delight. It's about being in a place where things are falling into place. So I feel that there's going to be some positive change, whether it's to do with the move, or, you know, I put a post earlier today of how when I moved, it's really changed things for me in a positive way. You know, it was the best move that I ever made in my life. It's brought delight in my life. So that's the energy that I'm feeling that is coming for you. So what else am I being guided to? I'm being guided to this deck for you. What else is coming through for Danielle? Thank you, angels. And the other message for you is, no one else and nothing outside of you brings you happiness. Your happiness comes from within, and it is your responsibility constantly work towards finding your own happiness. So a reminder that your happiness comes from you, not from someone else or anything outside of you. We'll get one more message for Danielle from this deck. What else is coming through for Danielle? Thank you, angels. So you've got here the winter solstice coming out. So we had the summer solstice earlier, and we've got winter solstice for you. And you're being guided to take time for reflection, pause, and rebirth. So I feel if you need to make certain decisions in your life, you're being asked not to rush into those decisions, to just take a time for reflection, to really think about things, to take that pause before you make your decision, and really listen to whatever your intuition is guiding you to do and move forward and do that. I hope that helps, Danielle, sending you so much love. Be satisfied. Message from Jonathan. What is Jonathan wanting to say to be satisfied today? What is Jonathan wanting to say? So I love you more than you ever know. So he wants you to know that he loves you. What else is he wanting to say to be satisfied at this time? He's also saying to you, stay focused on yourself, your spiritual path, your growth, your healing, and your life. It is the only best way forward from your end. So he is reminding you that, being focused on him is not going to help your connection. No matter what the situation is that he's in, what you need to do is to focus on yourself. Stay focused on your own growth, your healing, and your life. Putting all your energy into that is the only best way forward from your end. Nothing else you can do will help the situation if you're putting your energy on him. What else is he wanting to say as well to finish off? During this time that we are apart, love life and live your life in joy. So he's saying to you, whilst we're not together, love life and live your life in joy. The road ahead may be full of twists, turns, hurdles, curveballs, tears, and pain, but it will all be worth it when we get to the other end. So he's saying, yes, it's not an easy journey. It's full of twists and turns. It's not straightforward. But when we do finally get to the other end, it will be worth it. I hope that helps. Message from E for Yashi. Thank you, angels. What's E wanting to say to Yashi at this time? What is E saying? So he's saying to you, the vision I have of us dancing together does things to me. So he thinks of the two of you together dancing, and it does things to him. So you take that as it resonates for you. What else is he wanting to say to Yashi at this time? Worrying and caring more about what other people think rather than putting my own desires first has really been holding me back. So he's letting you know that he's been worried about what other people will think, and it's been holding him back from really following his own life, and doing what his heart is guiding him to do. And it's really been holding him back. Ghosting you, it was terribly wrong of me to do that. I'm so sorry. So when he's just kept quiet or ghosted you and not followed you on whatever, unfollowed you on things, he's saying to you, doing that, it was terribly wrong of me to do that to you. I am so sorry. What else is he wanting to say to Yashi to finish off? He is also saying to you, I may be confused about my life and other things, but the one thing I'm certain of is the way I feel about you. So he is still quite confused when it comes to his own life, but he's certain of the way that he feels about you. Okay, I hope that helps. Let's see, where am I? I see Danielle saying, I want to move into my own place in the future. So yeah, that may be the decisions that you need to make there. Okay, let's just go back. So we've got Sumya. I'm very well, thank you, Sumya. Hope you're well too. Who's coming towards me in love? Who's coming towards Sumya in love? Thank you, angels. Who's coming towards Sumya in love? Okay, so the cards that has jumped out, I feel it's the Eight of Swords. So I feel you are being asked, you may not have any fear about this or worrying about it. Am I going to get love? Is anyone coming into my life? Will I have love? I feel that you're being asked to, if sometimes you find yourself getting lost in the mind, will I ever have someone? I feel you're just being asked to get out of being in the mind too much about that. You can get trapped in your own fear about things. And remember, what you are thinking, you're creating more of. So that's what I feel the card is showing you. But what's coming, or who's coming towards Sumia in love? Thank you, angels. So the cards that have also come out for you here. So again, you've got the nine of wands, which is about not giving up. So I feel they're saying to you here, when it comes to love, it may be taking time, but don't give up. Don't get into fear about it, worrying about it. Just trust it to come at the right time. Your wishes will come true. Yeah, and they're not giving me a person, they're just giving me guidance for you. Because sometimes, we want to know so much. Maybe we're not even meant to know. And what will happen is they'll give you guidance that will help you to then be able to have the things that you are desiring. So you're also being asked here to take time for reflection, time for the self, time to really sort of see maybe where you're worrying about things, or whatever it is, or maybe other things that you're being guided to do in your life before that love comes in, to just take that time for reflection, contemplation, and listening within to see what you're being guided to do. So I'm going to ask again and see if we get anything. What's coming for Sumia, or who is coming for Sumia in love? Let's see what else they bring out for you here. Okay, so the cards that have come out. So first of all, you've got the Page of Swords. So this is about sort of delays in messages, in terms of love coming in. So I feel that these cards are showing you that right now it's important for you to focus on yourself. There may be delays in someone coming to you in love, but there is a reason. You're being asked to really focus on you because you got the Empress card. And the Empress card is about being nurturing and caring to the self, looking after yourself, loving yourself, focusing on your creativity, whatever it is that you're being guided to do, birthing new things into your own life, loving your life, living your life. I feel you're being guided to do that. And the more you do that, that's then going to open doors for someone to come in. The other cards that came out is the Hierophant. And you can kind of see here, I always see this, it's kind of like, the twins in a way. So what I feel you're being shown is that the person that will come into your life will be someone that is truly suited to be with you. The right person who's meant to come into your life. And the Hierophant, I feel fear coming through. Release any fear, trust the process when it comes to your life, trust the journey of your own life. And, the Hierophant is about sort of your spiritual path, being guided to where you're meant to be. And I feel that the more you focus on yourself, loving yourself, living your life, working on the things that you're working on, it's going to open doors for that spiritual person, as in like, the sort of divine connection to come in for you. So that's what I feel you're being shown, that there will be that person, sort of your divine partner coming in for you. But for now, it's important that you focus on yourself and focus on self-love and nurturing and caring to the self. So that's the guidance that's coming through for you there. Okay. Smart, are you just putting a hi? Is this a way of you asking a question, or are you just saying hi? I see hi, so I'm going to say hi. Hi to you. I hope you're well. If you need to ask a question, you actually need to put in a question. Otherwise, I don't know whether you're, to answer you or not. So maybe if you want to ask a question, get your brother's tablet and ask that way. So I know you're asking a question, because I can just see a hi. So I'm not sure if that's you saying you need, you're asking a question. Okay, Jacinta, since the age of 4, I've wanted to come to the UK, but it's not possible due to paperwork. I'm 29 now, but I still have this strong desire to come to the UK. I would like to know why I want this. Yeah, Ashwini has actually answered you. Jacinta, some lands are calling. So maybe the UK is calling you. Perhaps, you had a past life in the UK. It could be anything, So, just keep working on, I've had this big calling for Ireland, for example, and I went to Ireland for the first time in 2012, and I felt, this was way before my awakening, and I really felt like, wow, I belong here in a way, like, there is something about this place. And then I started going to Ireland so many times. I did that for about 4 years, during my partying time as well. And I made so many friends there. I just, my heart opens up when I'm there. But, it has since, then going through my awakening, sort of 8 years later, I now understand that when you feel that calling, especially for you, it started from the age of 4. That's definitely, as Ashwini actually answered you and said, that can be a calling that's coming in. So maybe the time hasn't been right for you to come. That's why the papers have not opened up. But when the time is right for you to come, it will happen. That's what I really feel. You have to trust the process, trust the timing of your life, and know that when you are meant to come to the UK, you will come. The doors will be opened in relation to that paperwork, and everything will work out. So just keep doing whatever you need to do to get the paperwork, keep trying. And when it's the right time, don't give up. When it's the right time, it will open up. But I really feel Ashwini really answered you about that. You get your calling because maybe you've had a past life, and it's just your soul knows. It's like your soul is like that soul calling to that place. So that's what I feel that is the message as well for you. But when the right time comes, you will be able to to come. That's all that I can say to you in that. I'll give you a message from the angels anyway. What messages are coming through for Jacinta as well at this time? What messages are coming through for Jacinta? What does Jacinta need to know? So message coming through for you here. So you've got Fiona coming through and saying to you, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. So I feel they're showing you, even in relation to this coming to the UK, the paperwork that's in the way, the angels are there to help you. Maybe right now it may not be happening because you've got your mom there, and you are there to help with your mom. But at the right time, when the right time is there, it's going to happen. That's what I feel they're showing you. You've asked the angels for help. Keep asking them to help you with this situation, with the paperwork, and and be open to receiving, because at the perfect time, the paperwork is going to open up for you to be able to come. So I feel that's really answered your question as well. I'm just going to pull you a card from this deck too. What does Jacinta need to know at this time? Negative thoughts obstruct your true desires. Constantly observe your thoughts and replace any negative thoughts with positive ones. So if you start to find yourself thinking, oh, this paperwork is never happening, I've been waiting for so long, maybe it will never happen, they're saying to you, release any negative thoughts in relation to this. Just keep your thoughts positive, keep trusting that it will happen when the time is right, and it is going to come in for you. That's what I feel they're saying. And, when it does happen, definitely let me know. I'll be really happy to meet up with you as well. That would be great. Okay. Right. Let's see. We've got Emily G with a donation there. Thank you for that donation, Emily. Are there messages from D? Also a message from my guides. So let's start with your guides. What messages are coming through for Emily at this time? What messages are coming through for Emily? So you've got here breakthrough. So they're saying to you, there is a breakthrough coming in for you. You can see the horse there. We're in the year of the fire horse. So I feel that they're saying in this year of the fire horse, things are going to open up. A breakthrough is coming in for you. This can be in any area of your life as well. Things shifting, things moving forward. So it's such a beautiful card coming through from your guides to show you that, breakthroughs are coming. What else is coming through for Emily? Thank you, angels. What other guidance is coming through for Emily at this time? So you've got here Omega coming through, and the message is victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. So again, it's like that message of that breakthrough that's coming. Look, another horse again. You know, I mean, I know that's a unicorn, but it's that sort of energy. But they're saying to you, there is that victory coming in for you, a breakthrough coming in, your desire coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. So really beautiful. Okay, and you've got Zana who came out as well here. And the message is, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. So you are protected. The worst is behind you. I feel that breakthroughs are coming, things opening up for you, better things ahead. What other messages coming through for Emily? Thank you, angels. What other messages coming through? So you've got daydream coming through here. And they're saying you will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. So beautiful message coming through. You're being asked to just take time where you are just daydreaming and just see what comes up in your mind. That's a way for you to create your life, the things that you dream of, but to also receive the guidance that on your own path. So that's what's coming through. And what is D wanting to say to Emily at this time? What is D wanting Emily to know? So D is saying to you here, I'm so sorry I lied to you and this caused you so much pain. So if he's lied about anything, or maybe not opened up about the way that he feels, whatever it is, he's saying he's sorry about that. And you know, the pain that it may have caused you, you are everything and more I could ever dream of or wish for. So for him, you are everything and more than he could ever dream of or wish for. What else is he also wanting to say to Emily at this time? What else is D wanting to say? I want to treat you right as you so rightly deserve, my beautiful love. So he wants to be in a place where he can show you the love that he has for you and he can treat you right because you deserve that. He's also saying to you, my life is in the process of changing significantly so I can be who I came here to be and then be able to live the life that I came here to live with you. So he is going through significant changes at this time, so he can be able to have a life with you. My heart's pull towards you is impossible to ignore. So he's letting you know that, you know, he just feels that pull in his heart towards you, and it's impossible for him to ignore that. To finish off, what is he wanting to say to Emily as well? So he's also saying, let me get this card here, blow my nose as well. He's also saying to you as well here, I often lie awake for ages, unable to sleep, thinking of and missing you. So he's letting you know that he thinks of you a lot when he's about to go to sleep. He sort of lies there awake and thinking of you and missing you. There is no one else that I would rather be with than you. So for him, there's only one person he would rather be with, that's you. I would love for us to get together and talk. So that's what he's wanting you to know. He wants the two of you to get together and talk. He's going through some significant changes so that he can then be able to move forward to a life with you. Okay, I hope that helps, and thank you for that donation. Right, let's just go back up. So I did Jacinta. Yes, yesterday. Okay. Bill, I've done. Megan, messages for me. What message is coming through for Megan at this time? Thank you, angels. What message is coming through for Megan? So you've got here Azure, and the message is your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. So whatever it is that you are desiring, it is coming, you know, in other areas of your life, your connection as well. Just keep having patience and keep having faith, and don't try to force it to happen. What other message is coming through for Megan at this time? So you've got child that has come out here. And the card is you care deeply about children and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. So I don't know what you do, Megan. I don't know if you work with children, but this is coming in quite strongly for you. Or, maybe it's about you just giving yourself love, your inner child needing that love, attention, and affection. That's the message coming through. Or maybe it's guidance that's coming in for you, in relation to working with children as well. So take that message as it resonates for you. What other message is coming through for Megan at this time? So the message for you today is love always wins. So they're saying to you, love always wins, in your connection, every area of your life. So what else is coming through? So the card is courage. So this is about you having courage to do what you're being guided to do, whether it is working with children, whatever it is, have the courage to move forward and do those things. Okay, we'll get a message from your person as well. What's Megan's person wanting to say to Megan at this time? You are the reason my heart is still beating. So he's letting you know that. And what else is he wanting to say to Megan at this time? Thank you, angels. He's also saying, I want to put together what I broke apart when it comes to us. So he wants to put together, the two of you, what he broke apart. And then to finish off, he's also saying to you, when I think of home, I see and feel you. I know that you are my home. I am coming home. So he wants you to know he is coming home. Okay. No, I think I did Nokukanya actually. Ashwini, I'm sure I did Nokukanya. Lucia, can I get a reading on my current career guidance and what's to come in any timelines? What does Lucia need to know about career? Thank you, angels. Lucia, about career. Okay. Lucia, about career. What else is coming through here when it comes to career? Okay, so first of all, you've got the Hanged Man. So I don't know if you're trying to change your career right now or whatever it is, or maybe you're actually feeling like things are not quite moving forward at this time. There are delays that are happening in relation to that, and we also have here the Five of Pentacles. I don't, maybe you're feeling a bit left out in the cold. You don't know what to do because of this whole career situation, and, hardship maybe even, coming through here, because there are delays in things moving forward in relation to that. And, but I feel that things will balance, things are going to work out, but you need to find balance first. So, sometimes when things are not working out, we focus so much on the problem. This career is not working out, money is not working out. You're looking all at the problem. So I feel that you're being asked to bring in more of that balance, balancing within yourself, finding balance as well, even in your thinking, like, just be more in a place of being balanced. Maybe that's why things are not quite working out, because you're leaning so much more onto one thing, things are not working out, and all that. And when is it all gonna happen? You need to let go, because you're asking about timelines. What are the timelines? When is it gonna happen? I feel that you just, I know it's not easy when you're wanting something so much, but it's not quite happening yet. But just always know you are protected and it's going to work out. So there is this message of that balance coming in for you there. So you're asking about a timeline. Let me just see if I can get... I mean, the thing is, I don't know what's happening for your career, but you are saying, what are the timelines? So maybe if it's changing a career, what are the timelines for this for Lucia? Thank you, angels. What are the timelines for this, since there are some delays? So first of all, here we've got, so you've got release coming through. So, I feel that this is sort of autumn time. There's a lot that you are releasing, and you may be releasing karma as well, things that have been holding you back. So since autumn, you've been doing that, releasing the karma, things that have been holding you back in relation to this career situation. So you've got April for rebirth. So I feel that as we move into April, things are going to start to open up. April is we are in the time of renewal, rebirth, change happening, as we move more into spring, into summer. So I feel that there's going to be this rebirth happening. You've been releasing things that have been holding you back. But I feel it's also important that right now you really work on your own mind in relation to this job situation. I always say this, but it's important. Start to write 10 things in the morning of you being grateful for your career going the way that you're wanting it to go. Really start to say those affirmations in the evening as well, and your gratitude, because the more you are focused on the positive about your career, it's going to bring in that balance. If you are unbalanced and you're always worrying, feeling left out in the cold and hardship, the more you focus on the positive, it's going to bring in more of that balance as well in your mind. And I feel that's going to help. But April is a time of that rebirth. That's the only sort of timing that they've brought you there. But they're saying to you, trust them in miracles, trust the universe. So you're going to have to let go when it comes to this and just really trust. The right thing is going to work out. I don't know what you're trying to do with this career, but it's going to work out at the right time for you. But trust in miracles and trust in the universe. I hope that helps. Right, next we've got does Suhani truly love Prince, or does Suhani truly love Prince? Thank the angels. Does Suhani truly love Prince? Does Suhani truly love Prince? What's coming through for that? Does Suhani truly love Prince? What is coming through? Does Suhani truly love Prince? So let's see the cards that have jumped out for you here. Okay. Right. So the cards that we've got for you here, we have, first of all, we've got the 5 or the 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups is a card that shows, someone who's kind of sad, bored where they are, kind of missing out on, things that are being offered to them because they're sort of focusing on things that are, are not there. So what I feel is that she misses you a lot. This is what you're being shown. She misses you a lot. And she kind of feels like maybe she made a mistake by walking away, or whatever it is that has happened with your connection, but it needed to happen for her own growth. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of fear coming through from her as well. So I feel like she's dealing with a lot. And in terms of you asking, does she love you? I feel that she is in a place whereby she does have feelings for you. She feels that she's lost you, but at the same time, she's got a lot going on. We have here the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords, it's like she feels like she's been stabbed in the back. She may have a lot of fear. If it's not from what happened with the two of you, it could be past relationships. And I feel that for her, it really kind of clouds even how she feels. She's in a place where she's still needing to find clarity about her own feelings. That's the energy that I'm really getting. It's not giving me a yes, she totally loves you, although you've got the Sun, which is the card of positivity, so that's showing you that there's definitely something there. She feels that you're the person who brings happiness into her life. It's such a positive card. So I feel that she does have love for you. However, she's got a lot going on in her life. So whether she's going to just leave everything and come to you, I feel it's going to take quite some time. She is going through this time of going through, sort of ending of a cycle to then be able to move forward in her life. And, and she needs to make some decisions as well for herself, decisions to change certain things, to live fear, to get out of fear. There are things that she needs to sort out in her own life. But in terms of you, I feel that you're the person who totally brings her happiness. She knows this, she misses you. And, in answering the question of does she love you, the fact that the sun came out shows that yes, deep, she does have the love for you, but there's a lot more going on in her life that is kind of clouding even her own feelings in a way. I hope that is making sense. So that's what I'm getting for you. Okay, Shagan, what's coming next in my life? What's coming next in Shagan's life? What's coming next in Shagan's life? Thank you, angels. What's coming next in Shagan's life? Okay, so the cards that have come out for you here, we've got, first of all, we've got the Strength card. And, and this card, what I feel with this card is like, this is more about you being strong enough to keep moving forward, doing the things that you're being guided to do in your own life, living your life, finding joy in your own life. But also it's about having compassion for yourself, compassion for the things that have happened for you and your person, and the fact that they are not there with you. I feel you need to give yourself a lot of love and compassion right now, and this card kind of gives you that. It's saying to you, you've got to have the strength to be there for yourself, to love yourself, give yourself all the love and compassion and kindness that you need. That's what I feel this card is saying to you. So I feel that what's next for you is for you to be there for yourself with all that love and compassion and kindness and self-care and really being there for you. And then we also have here the Three of Wands. And Three of Wands is about, sort of planning future things in the future. So what are you wanting to for your life? What things are you seeing would you like to see yourself do, and in your own life, things that you can be working on. So I feel that, what's coming next is for you to really think about your true desires and give them out to the universe. And, things will work out. Things that you're desiring will come in for you. You'll be celebrating, there are celebrations coming in for you. This can be other areas of your life. This can also be the love that you are desiring. Things will work out and you will be celebrating. So let's see what the angels want to say to you. What's coming in? What's the message for Shagan at this time? What is the message for Shagan? So you've got here Grace and Antoinette. And the message is to help heal the situation. See other person's point of view with compassion. So again, you had that Strength card, which is all about the compassion. So I feel that, even to help heal the situation with your person, you've got to have see things from their perspective as well with compassion. Have compassion for them. The fact that they're not able to come to you just yet, have compassion because they're not having an easy life where they are. Everyone's got their own stuff that they're dealing with. And sometimes when we want someone to be with us, we're just thinking about they need to come up and be with me, but you're forgetting about the fact that they've got their own challenges, their own fears, their own things that they're needing to deal with, their own karma that they need to clear. So I feel you're being asked as well to have compassion for yourself, but also to have compassion for your person. So that's the message coming through for you. Anna, what is my biological father want to tell me? So I guess your biological father is on the other side. So what's Anna's biological father wanting to say? What message is coming through from Anna's biological father? So really jumping out there. So first message from him. Where did the card go? Oh, behind me. So the message is stand up for what you know is right. We are supporting you. So your biological father is saying to you, maybe there's situations going on around you in your life with your children, other people, work, whatever it is. Stand up for what you know is right, and your father is supporting you. And then you also have, we will light the path to new possibilities for your future. Stay aware. So your father is also there guiding you, lighting the path to new possibilities, helping for opportunities to come your way. So he's asking you to stay aware. And then you also have this card here saying, you are ready for a change of scenery, explore. So your father is saying, it can be whatever area of your life where you know you need a change. He's saying to you, you are ready for a change of scenery, explore. So it's a message for you to get out of your comfort zone, do whatever it is that you feel that you need to bring in a change in your life. And he's there to open up and bring in new possibilities and opportunities for you as well. I hope that helps. Okay, next we've got Love Prit. Hi. There is, oh yeah, great. That's really funny. I hope you have a great day. Jacinta, thank you so much. Yeah, I would love to meet you too. Okay, Nura, any messages for me from Joe, and will we meet soon? What is Joe wanting to say to Nura? Thank you, angels. What is Joe wanting to say to Nura? So Joe is saying to you, the lyrics from the songs you are drawn to is me communicating how I truly feel. So he's saying to you, during this time that you're not together, he is speaking to you through music, and he's saying to you, whatever songs you hear, any lyrics that you're drawn to, that is him communicating with you. So hear those messages. So even if you're not speaking, he is communicating with you through music. So listen to, the messages that he's got for you. What else is he wanting to say? Thank you, angels. He's saying to you, I really see that there is a bigger power involved when it comes to our connection. So your connection is being guided from above. Nobody else even comes close to ticking all the boxes like you do. You are my queen. So he's saying to you, you are his queen. You tick all the boxes. Will they meet soon? What is he wanting to say about that? So he's saying to you here, everything about you excites me, and we will have a life together in this lifetime. So, the time will come. The right time for him to communicate with you, to be with you, will come. And he's saying to you, we will have a life together in this lifetime. So that's what he's saying to you there. And let's just see, will you meet soon? Will they meet soon? Thank you, angels. Will they meet soon? Will they meet soon? What's coming through here? So he will come forward. You've got the Knight of Swords. This is about surprising you with communication, or inviting you out somewhere. So yes, it will come in unexpectedly, but he will get in touch. Okay. Okay. Thank you for those verses. Thank you. Right. Okay. So I think I've got to the end of this live now. Darth Vader, do you want to ask a question? If not, then I am going to come off, because yeah, I've got to the end of the questions on the live, so which is great. I do realize that today is, not really the time I usually come on, so a lot of people would have missed the live, but it's perfect for me as well, because I've got to get ready to go out. I did do a reading for everyone at the start, so you can check that out as well. But yeah, good to see you guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you to Shannon and Emily for your donations as well. And yeah, I'm going to finish here. So I'm sending you all so much love, and I'll see you soon. Lots of love.